Hello my lovelies, my twins are downstairs and they're being very, very loud, so apologies. All right, hello, welcome. As you can tell from the title, I'm starting my Melt Cosmetics series. So in case you are new here, I started a series a little over 2 years ago where I wanted updated eye looks on specific eyeshadow palettes, mostly older palettes. So I decided, let me go ahead and create an eye look with every single palette that I own from a particular brand. It started with McGrath. I moved on to Natasha Denona, which I just finished. And my subscribers voted for Melt Cosmetics to be next. I think I have about 20 palettes from Melt Cosmetics. So yeah, so that's why we are here. If you are new here, hi, hello, I give you an extra warm welcome. If you love eye looks and if you love Melt Cosmetics, then I definitely think you should hit the subscribe button and stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I know you are all so excited for this series. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, my loves, I brought you in closer, and as you can see, I already have some makeup on. NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in medium 3. I'm pretty sure Stromboli is the shade. RMS Concealer WN011 Sachu Contour Liquid Stick in shade number 2, the Dior Contour Slash Bronzer Stick. I have shade number 2, which is more of a bronzer, so that's what I used it as. And the new Dior Forever Blush Self Filter in Orchid. I did film with this on its own. I don't know though if I'm going to upload that video or maybe scratch it and wait until I receive the Natasha Denona foundation in the mail. We'll see. Powdered with the Fenty Bright Fix Under Eye Powder in Rose Quartz and the new Dior Radiant Powder for the rest of my face. Moira Cosmetics Eye Base. And we're gonna do an eye look with this palette here. So Melt Cosmetics came out with a Zodiac sign collection. So it's 4 different palettes, each representing an element for the Zodiac sign. I picked up Air because Gemini is an Air Zodiac sign. Yeah, it's just the Air eyeshadow palette. This is the only one I picked up. I didn't pick any of the other ones just because I didn't feel like I needed all of them. I do have another palette that's close to the size, the one from the Universal Monsters collection, so Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein palette. And then the biggest palette I have is the Amori Mariposas. So I think I'll do those first and then I'll move on to like the traditional shape and size that Melt Cosmetics usually does their palettes. Okay, I feel like I'm talking so much. Purple. So it's a purple pinky themed eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, there's 8 different shades. And yeah, okay, I think I've only picked this palette up like 2 or 3 times, so I'm glad that I'm picking it up again to get an eye look for you all. Okay, I want to say last time I picked this palette up, I went a little more purple based, so maybe I'll go more salmon-y pink. I'm gonna use this one for the Outer Corner 15 Mini from Refer. Let me know if you picked up the palette that your Zodiac sign belongs to for this Melt collection. I think we're gonna be getting info soon for the holiday collection for this year, so I'm excited. I'm gonna put this in the outer corner. It's a pretty palette and it's small, so I enjoy that. I just, for some reason, I don't do a lot of purple eye-based eye looks. I don't know why, because every time I wear purple eyeshadow, I always get told how pretty it looks on me, so. Why do I look orange? Okay, I'm gonna use, should I do the, yeah, let's do the pinky one. I feel this one's like more orange salmon, and then this one's like a pinky salmon. Indecisive, and then Mind Games was. And I would definitely say, yeah, this, so far the 2. I'm a Gemini, and I don't feel the Mind Games are malicious. Pretty much spot on with the words of the shades in this palette. Oh, that's a pretty pinky salmon shade. Okay, that looks beautiful. I kind of sort of want to add another matte. This one here, Ghosted, and put it in the crease in the front portion. This is a Singe Evo 8. And I'm tapping first, then blending because I want to make sure I get the pigment that I want. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see the difference between the pinky Sammy and the pink. Okay, I keep looking orange when I turn my camera back on. I'm gonna jump into this one, which looks like it's a shifty shade. NYX glitter glue is on, and I think I'm just gonna put this all over the lid. I might have to find a matte tone from a different palette that I can use. Okay, it's definitely looking a little more like that shimmer shade purple than pink or anything, but it's fine, it still looks cute. Okay, so instead of pulling out a palette, I'm just gonna use this About Face matte fluid eye paint, and I think it's just the color white. Yeah, White Noise. This is a B4 from Blend Bunny. I just have it on the back of my hand, and then I dip it and tap the excess, and I'll use this as my inner corner. Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. It'll brighten up the eyes and don't have to pull out another eyeshadow palette. All right, let me finish off and I'll be right back. All right, my loves, I am back. Eye look is completed. I finished the eyebrows off with Charlotte Tilbury Brow Pencil, Sephora Lamination Brow Gel, the NARS, forget which mascara, the one in the red tube. Okay, blush, I went into Ravi Beauty. This is in Daydream, the Pretty Peachy tone. Highlighter, I went into Artitude Cosmetic Multi-Chrome Pressed Highlighter in Dimension. I placed a last order before the whole tariff situation started on August 28th. Finally, I'm getting to try out this highlighter, and it's so pretty. I picked it because I felt the undertone would go really, really nice with the undertone of my skin. And then for the lips, I have on Foggy from Unearthly and the new Melt Cosmetics matte lipstick in Grunge Nude. But yeah, here it is. The full completed eye look. I feel like I got the best of both worlds, purple and pink, and I'm okay with that. All right, so this is a cute little palette. I definitely feel like the mattes in this one, the formulation is a little bit different than what I'm used to, so I do have to build up a tiny bit more than I normally do, but they still worked really, really nice. The shimmer, at least the one I used, is really pretty. I've used the other ones as well, and they're like your typical metallic shimmer with just a tiny bit of sparkle, nothing, you know, extreme. Definitely not close to the ones that they have in Smoke Sessions too, but it's a pretty little palette. I don't even know if it's available anymore. So if you have any of the Zodiac sign palettes from Melt Cosmetics, this is your sign to pick it up and use it. Okay, let me scoot you on out. All right, my lovelies, I am so excited that we have finally moved on to a different brand. Melt Cosmetics is definitely a brand that I love and adore. It's not for everyone, that's for sure, but a lot of my subscribers, a lot of you guys are a huge fan, and we're so excited for this. So I am ecstatic to continue doing eye looks. So I am ecstatic that we are now here for this series. All right, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate every single one of you, all the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it all truly does help out my channel so much. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you all on my next video. Bye!